Quaid Azam Part 202. There was yet another and a lasting consequence of this decision by the Congress. It was this serious denting of the Congress' self-adopted claims of being secular and more than ever before. They were now the ruling party. They became directly responsible for policy, administration, and for maintaining law and order in UP. Should anything go wrong, and in a large province like UP, they would go wrong. It is the Congress that would directly be in line of the critical fire, with representatives of the Muslim electorate sitting almost totally in the opposition. Should hereafter any issues susceptible to communal controversy arise, the actions of such a Congress government with no Muslim voice would inevitably then become doubly suspect. Then the Muslim electorates of UP, having decisively rejected the Congress candidates, their claims of still being a national party would rest totally on how effectively they demonstrated this commitment to the platform of convincing communal oneness and harmony. For the Muslim population, the United Provinces, all such Congress assertions of secularism had now been demonstrated, and as it was over, no problem at all. And what we have seen there, the Muslim population of United, all such assertion of the secularism had now to be demonstrated in practice. Additionally, if the inevitable accusation by the Muslim politicians in opposition were to be deflected, the Congress party and government had to conduct their affairs beyond reproach, to show themselves scrupulously, even-handedly, totally non-partisan. This, under the then prevailing circumstances of UP, was near impossible. And as we move along with it, we find certain other things as well. We find the situation and that is why this breakdown of the coalition negotiation between the UP Congress and the UP Muslim League became a watershed in the history of pre-partition provincial politics of UP. This repute transformed the organization and the political programs of the Muslim League. It set the Congress on a course which eroded its image and ultimately alienated a bulk of the Muslims of UP. More tellingly, this one single event continued to cast its long shadow over the tone, content, and the tenor of India's political debate and rhetoric for the next decade, and it contributed significantly to an eventual partitioning of the country in 1947. As for Jinnah, his task now became clearer. Post the recently concluded elections of 1937, the overriding necessity now became a real building up of the Muslim League as the sole spokesman of the Muslims. In this task, Jinnah was of course helped by many factors and events, but also by the politics of both Congress and the British government. In politics, he had once said that one has to play one's game as on the chessboard. Jinnah therefore recognized that his opening move had to be revitalization of Muslim League. Since that would take time, Jinnah reasoned that Muslim League ought not to be in any hurry to reach a settlement. Considering especially the latest practical experience of a settlement attempted with the Congress, he therefore concluded that the ultimate part lay with the British. It was only they who could share and transfer any portion of that part. Thus he had no need now to come to any terms with the Congress. In the meanwhile, the best course open to the League was to strengthen its own organization and only thereafter enter into negotiation with Congress, and all this while he had to continue to voice opposition to British rule. And all this he did in ample measure.